Okay, so this is part 2 of today's reading. The first part was our breath work, our beautiful breath work, and now this is we're going to get into the reading. At least it messed up during the Iana siano tuiano oyana. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Always like getting the queens. It's like give it. It feels like a high five. Doing good, girl, on that one. All right, Iana si. Whoa. Iana siano oyana. I guess they really wanted us to have that one. Okay, so we had the 8 of Pentacles. Iana. Almost feel like. Yep. Uh-oh. I should say uh-oh. But look, now we got the 5 of Cups. So it's just interesting because it feels like such a stark difference there, right? But though, it feels good for some reason. This feels like just a warm, cozied up in a warm blanket on the couch, sipping on some hot tea or cocoa or coffee or something and fully healing, like taking the time to heal. Okay, sorry, let's focus. Okay, focus. I'm trying to figure out if we're supposed to get another tarot. Are we supposed to get another tarot? No. So we're going to go to the Mary Magdalene deck. Again, like I said in the first half, this month is all about Mary Magdalene and our root chakra. Those are the 2 focuses for this month. If you are in our free Facebook group, there's resources there. It is for women, so the red thread, I keep hearing that the more we're diving into Mary Magdalene, I keep hearing about the red thread. Good recognizes good. Cheers. And then I feel like we're supposed to do one of these. This is from the Moon Witch Oracle, which I absolutely adore. I would love to get her tarot deck too one day. If anybody wants to send that to me as a present, I would appreciate it. The Waxing Gibeus. It is okay to change direction. Love that. Isn't that pretty? And just feeling good about it, right? She's like feeling good. She's like, you know what? I'm going to go this way today. Why not? We're going to take the scenic route. Okay, let's do this. Let's see where they have us going. I feel like we're stirring a pot of soup. Iana kiana siano tuyano oyana. Iana kiana siano tuyano kuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano kuyano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Ayana suyano tuyano oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iano tuyano oyana. Iano tuyano oyana. Sorry, I was like, I don't know why I just went into like this. Like I'm picturing, okay, so there's this card and there's this symbol, and all of a sudden you're sitting here waiting for the reading, and I'm sitting here thinking of this craft I can make with this thing. I'm sorry. My mind just like, I don't know. I don't know if it has anything to do with this or not. I'm like all of a sudden I'm making a a craft with it. Okay, focus. Okay. Oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. But it feels okay, so we're starting here. We're starting here about it and how it just feels good when you find your people. You could gather around the table and you can just talk, and you don't have to worry about, you don't have to like filter your words. You don't have to worry about sounding dumb, because we're all saying dumb things. We're all like just letting it just flying off, the things are just flying off the cuff, and it's just okay. It's just okay if you sound dumb one minute and super smart the next minute, because it's all good all the way around. And to find that, and we need to truly honor that. When we find that, we need to truly like embrace it and feel good and amazing with that. Ayana siano tuyano kuyano oyana siano tuyano oyana. So speak your truth, keep speaking your truth. And if it doesn't land, if you don't feel good and if you don't feel like the people around you are taking iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana, like they take all of you fully and completely, the weird parts and the amazing parts, and the weird parts are amazing parts, but still, you know what I mean? Like the slips of the tongue, and where you're like, oh, I'm just stuck my foot in my mouth there, or like the parts where you're like spitting out knowledge and you're like, whoo, where'd that come from? I'm so proud of myself. And then, or just like all the different things, or the random things, it's all these different things. And they're just saying, if you're keep speaking your truth and you don't feel good, like if you don't feel truly accepted for all that you are, then we need to just, they're like, get up from the table, push your chair back, walk away, and go find your people. Keep looking. Even if there are times where you feel like alone on this journey, it's better to be alone than it is to be wearing a mask and not feeling whole. These are the two cards that are like, these are bookending the reading. You have this on the left, you have this on the right. They're like, there's going to be times where you're both in both spaces, both places. You're going to be alone at times where you're gathering yourself too. You're trying to figure it out. Like you're trying to figure out, like, who do I want to be? You're asking the questions of like, is this who I am? Is this where I'm meant to be? Is this who I'm meant to be? I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm trying to heal from past wounds. I'm trying to figure out how to heal. Like, how do I release this? Do I alchemize this? Do I like, what's the word? Embrace this, or reject this, all the different things. It's like we're trying to figure this out, and there are times that we're going to need to do it alone. There are parts of it where it's alone time, and it's going to be hard, because some of these times it's like, oh my gosh, they just sent like this, because they feel so much for us during these times. These are the times where it's like the goddesses or like and angels and our guides are just like, oh, just trying so hard to embrace us and help us to feel embraced, because they're like, they feel you, they see you, they're holding you, they're trying their best to help you feel held during these times, because they know that these times can be gut-wrenching times, but they are necessary. They are necessary and worthy of your time and attention. You need to take these moments of just grieving. You need to take these moments of healing. You need to take these moments of figuring it out, of figuring out who you are and figuring out who you want to be. If you're in a space where you're not being your best self, you're not making yourself proud at the end of the day, then why are you sitting in that space? If you go to bed ashamed of like the things that you say, the things that you did, and the person that you felt like you had to be in this space, then you need to go to this space, and we need to figure this out. Like, we need to, like, you need to have time with you and your guides and your higher self, and you need to figure out who you want to be and start showing up as that person until you find your people where you can show up fully and completely as you and be proud when you put your head on the pillow at night. You can be proud of who you are and feel so good and fulfilled by the people that you are surrounded by. You should feel like you're in a healing space. I want that so much for you. I don't want you to be showing up to spaces where you don't feel good about yourself in the end, where you've said things and done things and pretended to be something and someone that you're not, just to feel like okay being there in that space, because you feel like that's where you are, that's where you're put, that's where you're landed. Fuck that. It's better to be in this space and this space. Go be in this space for a while until you could figure it out, and then we're going to find you this space where it's like fully and completely, you're fully and completely accepted in this healing. It's a healing space, a place where when you're surrounded by the people that accept you fully and completely for who you are, because even we need to get this straight right now. Like, they're like, oh, sorry, they're just sending so much emotion. They're like, we need to get this straight right now. All the people in these communities, all the people that you see, like, spitting out the spiritual wisdom, and they're like the divine channels and everything. Yes, they are like pure divinity and pure humanity married into one. And so are you. They are no more divine than you are. I am no more divine than you are. And none of the other ones are either. It doesn't matter how they set up their lighting, their camera, or whatever. If they look angelic because their cheekbones are amazing, it doesn't matter. They are just as human as you are. We are all like in this like what's that called? That race survival, whatever it is. We're all in that space. We are all in that space, and we can all be just these amazing human beings where we're like feeding people at the soup kitchen or something and like spitting out the wisdom one minute, and the next minute complete assholes, totally say the wrong thing, totally insult somebody, not even meaning to, and then you're like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it to come out like that. We're all there. We're all in that space. Every single one of us. We all say stupid things. We all come out with words come out of our mouth the wrong way sometimes, and we say stupid things. We're all human. We all do stupid things and like we don't mean to do. None of us are perfect. Absolutely not one of us are perfect. It doesn't matter how angelic, serene, whatever. None of us are perfect. So not one of the channels that you listen to, not one of, like, if you're going to church and you're seeing the preachers, none of them are should be put on a pedestal. We are all the same. Even the goddesses, they are so like having so much emotion right now, because they're like, we are all even the same. We're like the same playing field as you. It's like, they're like, it's, I just love this work so much. Sorry. They're like, you need to pull a card to like represent this, because they want you to know how on the same level they feel like they are with you and with me, that we're all even Steven with the goddesses. And they're like, you need to pull a goddess card right now. And so you can see that not of them are all goddess cards. I think it's like a very small percent. They're like, and then they're like, you need to pull a goddess card. And then I did. And look, it's just, it says change is important, release the past. So they're really like, they want you to honor yourself and to be able to go to bed at night proud of yourself and proud of who you are. They want you to be proud of who you are so bad. So if you're at a table that doesn't accept you fully and completely and doesn't feel healing at the end of the day, you need to push your chair away from the table, stand up, and walk away permanently. You don't belong there. You need to find a new table to sit at. You need to find a new direction to walk in. You need to find your path and stop trying to fit into somebody else's. That is yesterday. We were in that world where we were like living in this world where we were in like, and I know I keep using these examples as far as like half the time it's like good and then half the time it's bad. But hopefully you're following along. But we were here. This was the past, living where we were sitting at where we did not belong. We were trying to hang out with the people. We did not belong with them. They did not heal our heart and our souls. We did not feel good at the end of the day. We had to pretend we were something else, somebody else. And there's going to be world, and that exists in every part. That doesn't just mean like all of a sudden you go from like your regular let's just like mundane people to your magical people, there's going to be different circles in the magical world too. And you could like pull up your chair to a table and you're like, oh, I found my people. But then all of a sudden you're just not feeling so good though. You're still like putting your head out on the table going, I'm not good enough. I'm not on the table. If you're doing that, you're really at the wrong table. Putting your head on the pillow at night and not feeling your back, like not feeling like you're healed from being with these people. You need to be able to feel like they fill you up at the end of your time together. You need to feel filled up at the end of the time together. And if you don't feel like that, if you feel less than, not worthy, if you feel like there's something wrong with you, if you're not good enough, or if you feel like any which way that doesn't feel like good and whole, you don't need to be there. It doesn't matter if they're like the woo-wooist of the woo-woo. If that doesn't matter if they are like yoga kings and queens. It doesn't matter if they are the witchiest of the witches and they are just like, you feel like that's who you want to be when you grow up. If still at the end of the day, if you go to bed at night and you don't feel good and fulfilled within your heart and soul and with yourself, then you don't belong there at that moment. Maybe down the road, we'll see. But right now, no, you don't belong there. You need to be in a place that encourages growth. You need to be surrounded by women that help you want to be. I'm not saying that you're going to go to bed and feel like you're done, you're complete, you're like, oh, I'm like fully, expanded and healed and there's no more growth to go. No, these women are going to make you feel, and men are going to make you feel like you're excited about growth and healing and learning. You feel good and loved and nurtured. That is where your soul needs to be, not in a place that makes you feel incomplete and unworthy of who you are and that you would never get to their level. Don't be there. Don't be there. Don't be in that space. Don't be in the space where you just have to pretty much wear a different face. That's not good. Don't do that. We're not doing that anymore. We don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. This lifetime, right here, right now, this lifetime comes major changes. Major changes. We are called to do some like huge heavy lifting and the learning and growing and healing in this lifetime. And so you don't have time for the bullshit. Leave the bullshit table, get up, change directions, head to a table that is going to embrace you and help you feel like you are amazing, because you are amazing. Stop showing up in spaces that make you feel less than. And if I've ever made you feel like that, I am so completely sorry. It is I am unbelievably sorry. And because again, I'm human too, I mess up, and I apologize. But I want us to. We need to grow together. We're like this is like. This lifetime, again, this is, I love this so much, by the way, again, I love this so much, how they're just like, and they're, I just love it. Okay, we're here to work, we're here to heal, we're here to grow, oops, wrong one, we're here to grow, we're here to like, show up, we're here to show up, like up. Raise each other up. We're here to like, if you're having a hard time getting up there, then we need to like, we're here to help each other up this like tree of growth here to learn more about this amazing, beautiful, magical life and world that we're in, bullshit and all. And we need to help build each other up and not tear each other down. And and we may not even realize we're doing it. And because sometimes we're just in the wrong circles at the wrong time. Maybe you're supposed to be there at another time, or maybe that was another lifetime ago. But we need to find our people that help build us up and help us want to grow and help us want more, but in a good, healthy way. Not want more in like a I don't have enough money. I don't have enough smarts or wits or talents or whatever. If you feel like that, then that is not good. It's not okay, because we're all like woven together in this beautiful, special way of like I may be able, I might have light language, but you, my dear one, are like full of the stars and the moon and all this beautiful wisdom like that. And they can weave together like so beautifully and perfectly. Neither one is less than the other, and they should never ever ever feel like that. And part of that is learning to, God, I love this so much, how they're just like, next. Part of that is like really coming home to ourselves and coming into our fullness and feeling good about who we are and being like, fuck all the rest of the bullshit. Look at me, look at me. Ooh, like now I feel like that dude on Instagram that does all those dances. He's so cute. He's such a cute little thing. Have you seen him? He does like the is it affirmation dances or whatever to certain frequencies, and he just walks around with his shirt off and dances like that. But anyway, okay, focus. So now I just broke my own groove. Sarah needs to get a groove back. Okay, so so part of that is coming into our fullness, coming home to us, and figuring out who we are. Like having these moments helps to get to these moments. Oh, that's why they said that we want to go together. They're making me want to cry again. Because these moments of deep healing, going into like this is the deeper you go, it is not all like sunshine and rainbows and la la land and like this light and love kind of thing. And we've talked about that in the past. It is deep healing of like figuring, like coming to terms with who you are and all the parts of you, all the layers of you, and like learning to love her, learning to love the girl that like runs into walls and trips over her own feet and like has a past, isn't perfect, didn't grow up with Ozzy and Marie. Who are those people? The Donnie Marie, Ozzy and Harriet. I don't know, but anyway, so you're not perfect. None of us are perfect, and coming to terms with like, this is who I am. I'm fucked up. I had a fucked up childhood. I had a fucked up teenagehood and young adulthood and old adulthood and all the hoods, and lived in the hood, and we're so, but we've done like, but it's all good because you sandwich all that shit sandwiched together, and it's golden. It turns into a golden egg, like we learned about yesterday. You mold all of that into this beautiful golden egg with this, which is your heart space, and it turns into gold, and you are gold, and you are beautiful and whole. And whenever we get to that space where we figure that out, that all that shit that we went through, all those layers that turn into this shit sandwich, if you mold it all together and you spend this time together with you, your higher self, figuring out who you are, coming to terms with who you are, all that you've been through, and being like, I had to go through that. I had to go through that to get to here. So I'm not going to hate on her that went through that, or who did that, and all those things, different parts of me. I'm going to stop hating on the different parts of me, because I had to go through those different parts to be this part, to be this whole. All those different crazy ass parts that made me feel like, who the hell is she? What was she doing? Why did she do that? But if you put all those parts together, she had to go through all those parts to get to this whole. She had to. So you take all that whole shit sandwich, you mold it together, you turn it into this golden egg, which is you. How do you like the visuals today? And then and you, this whole beautiful goddess that is you, this whole beautiful goddess that is you, who is surrounded by the goddesses cheering her on. these beautiful goddesses here, the triple goddess, Hecate, and all the goddesses, they're all together cheering you on, this beautiful whole goddess on her own. And this goddess here deserves to sit at a table that accepts her fully and completely. No matter the stupid shit that she ends up saying, or that if she trips on the tablecloth and like all the plates go flying or whatever it is, they're still going to love you at the end of the day. They're going to be like, girl, watch your step. I'm just kidding. They're going to just help. They're like, accidents happen. Let's clean them up. That was my thing. You got to clean them up. That was with my kids were small. So it's just, I mean, people are human, and we got to remember that. We keep expecting other people to be perfect to kind of like, I don't know, it's like balance out where we feel like we're lacking or something. And we've got to stop that. And we've got to stop, because if we expect them to be perfect, we expect us to be perfect. And we're never going to live up to that for ourselves. They're never going to live up to that. So it's unfair expectations on others. It's unfair and expectations on ourselves. We've got to come fully and completely wholly within ourselves, truly learn to love each and every part of our shit sandwich of a self. And because it's beautiful, it's a beautiful shit sandwich, and have her come together in this beautiful golden egg moment to where she can pull that chair up to any table and she can feel it. Nope, don't belong here. I'm gonna go over there. Or she can like find her people, and then at the end of the day put her head on the pillow and be so proud, like feel fulfilled, feel good, feel like, yes, I am so grateful to be here in this moment of time, in this beautiful expanse of a beautiful magical world where I'm put here to heal on the next level. Like, this is next level healing and growing we're in, people. This is like big time. So, and we should be grateful that we're in this, all of it, and called to do this, even though it's hard. It's not always easy. Some days it's like fun, and you're making fun little crafts, and you're like making, like, you feel magical, and you feel like you're part of this magical fairy world. And other days it's like you're crying on the couch, overeating and over, drinking your hot cocoa or whatever it is, and just bawling and like allowing yourself to melt into the puddle, so that way you could come back together all fully again. And that's all good too. And it's like, it's all part of it. It's all part of these cycles. We're going to be going into cycles, and I mean, we are already in these cycles that where we go in, and each time we come out more expansive. We should be coming out more expansive. And if you feel like you're not, if you feel like you're stuck because you're sitting at the wrong table, it's time to get up. Stand up. Stand up for yourself by walking away, and finding your space of growth, even if it means being alone for a while. Because we're here to grow. We're here to do the work. We're here to like come fully home within ourselves and learn and trust and know that each and every part of ourselves, every time, our whole lifespan, all the mistakes, all the advancements, all the good times and the bad times, all of it comes together to make this beautiful whole goddess that is you, that is me. And it's meant to be. It's meant to be. You are fully, wildly capable and should feel that way each and every day. Even during these times, I want you to be able to, when you feel like you're melting into the puddle, where you need to scream at the top of your lungs. Again, we all get there. I'm feeling the screaming moment lately. I will say. So we all get there, but I need you to know, still down in your toes, that even though you're in that moment of wanting to scream and choke people or punch somebody, but you don't, you walk away and go punch something else, even whenever you want to just like cry for days, that at the end of the day, down deep in your bones, down deep in your toes, down into your golden egg of a heart space, that you are still, it doesn't make you less fully, wildly capable of all of it. You still belong here. You're still fully worthy. You're still fully loved and held. You're still fully loved and held. They are all with you, arm in arm with you, like the Wizard of Oz. They're right there with you. All of these beautiful ancestors of love and light, all these ascended masters, all these goddesses, all these angels and guides, they're all with you. Even I shouldn't say sweet little, that makes them sound like I'm belittling it, but it's not by any means, because they are giants in technology and love and healing and all the things. And that makes me want to cry too, because they're such a big help. And I don't know why I want to cry so much today, but the Galactic Council, all the galactic beings that play such a huge role in this time too. It's like, God, we're living in a magical world, in a magical time. So praise be for that. And just remember that even during these times, we are surrounded by all of that. So even though you feel like you're alone, you are surrounded by all of that. And you are fully and wildly capable, even at the end of these days. More so because you allow yourself to have these days of the deep healing. You can't ignore that, or you'll never get to the place of this. You have to do the work to get to this space of golden egg space, to be able to get to where you're like accordioning up all those doubts and fears and worries, all the past mistakes, all the different versions of you, because you have all these different versions of you that you look at from your whole past, and the ones that you've already made up in your head for the future. And it's just to condense them all into this beautiful space and be like, I love you, each and every part of you. I love you fully and completely. I accept you exactly for who you are. I know that every single part of you was meant to be. Every single part of you is what makes up me. And I love you fully and completely. I fully and completely accept myself. I fully and completely accept myself. I fully and completely love myself. I fully and completely forgive myself from all past deeds, all future deeds, all the things. I fully and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Amen. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you for being on this ride with me. Won't you want to take a ride with me? I don't remember the words, but I will see you tomorrow.